That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. Let's see what we do.
Woo!
And welcome back to Boss and the Bear. I'm Jocelyn the Boss.
And I'm the bear.
And we're playing Sonic Adventure. I'm the robot. I'm in the past. I don't know. Stuff. Ooh, look at that texture popping right there. Oh,
yeah.
Never mind. Whoop,
oh.
There it is.
Oh god.
You're so cute. You're so cute.
They're flippin' adorable.
You have to bring them, I think.
They really could use a conductor. They're all very offbeat.
Well, they only have like one song sound file. And I guess they just had to like layer it over each other, but they didn't want to like...
It's like multi-tracking.
Yeah, it's weird. Oh my god, though. Like, it's so cute when they do that in like the normal game.
The little singy dance. It's like in We Will Rock You, where the like boom boom clap is actually just like the same boom boom clap but layered over itself a million times and like slightly changing like very slight variations in the timing. So that it sounds like it's a bunch of people when really it's just band.
That's a very old audio processing trick. Mm-hmm. We could probably do that with our voices, but I'm not going to make me do that because I don't know.
It sounds like a lot of
seems
trouble.
like a lot of work.
Yep.
And I don't think
these children. Oh look, Takal also calls her pets her children.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like that is literally what you do.
Yup.
Come along, children. You say to your cats.
Every time I let them out, I say, "Be safe, make good choices."
Question: do you ever use the term fur baby?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. I used to have strong feelings about that, like until I kind of learned to lighten up a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is really ironic if you're the kind of person who knows me. But like, I don't know. Fur babies has always been a little interesting to me.
I kind of use it's like like when I'm in a situation where I refer to them as my children and I like see the confusion cross behind their eyes, I usually will be like, are you like my fur babies, like my pets? You know, it's like the halfway point between calling them your pets and calling them your children.
Well, like, I'm in no position to judge is the thing, because, like, I grew up in a rural community, and we had tons of cats, and my sister was the kind of person that, like, would give each of them not just a name, but a middle name.
Yes!
And, like, we would, like, draw diagrams to keep track of all of them.
Me. That's me.
And now...
That's who I am.
Dummies!
Sorry, I had to pause for that because I really love his read of that line.
Yeah.
I've always, like, when we were doing Undertale, I tried to emulate it as best as I could when you're fighting the dummy.
I love that music, by the way.
Yeah. There's a bit of crosstalk here.
Boom, 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 boom,
Huh?
boom, 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 boom.
There it is! Right there!
Yay, we did it. It's the right Froge.
Froge.
Did you... It's like completely unsubstantiated. I just like read it somewhere. Read it? I think Doge might have passed away.
No.
Possibly.
No.
Doge might have passed.
No.
Like it could be a lie.
Yeah.
Like I hope it's a lie.
Yeah. No.
But like we all knew that Doge was getting on in years. But like
Doge.
everybody.
Such tragic.
Nobody
Very
has to be
sad.
born. Everybody dies. Nobody's meant to be anywhere. You know.
Come watch TV.
Come watch TV.
We're big fans of Rick and Morty, by the way.
Ah!
We're gonna date the episode now because I don't think we're gonna be able to not talk about this.
Sorry, you just like I opened this for myself and then Joss jumped on that. Yesterday was the season 3
I
open.
yes-anded you. We're good improvisers here.
We're good improvisers. And just like the new episode's really good. It's really good. It's just like
Season 3 premiered very recently, and I love it. Like, I don't know if we should really talk... Well, by the time this airs, it's old news. But, like, I really appreciated, like, the almost fake out of the cold open.
Yup.
Where, like...
And that's how I escaped prison.
That, like, makes it seem like they're just gonna totally hand wave the whole Rick turns himself into prison thing.
Which would have been delightful.
Which, like, it would have been hilarious. And it's the kind of thing that only Rick and Morty can really get away with and still be funny.
Yeah, like, if they had just straight up, if they hadn't, like, double reach around it, it would have been fine. They could have absolutely just done
Yeah,
that.
I would have given them that because I thought maybe it'd be really funny. And also, like, it makes enough people mad. Like, I definitely see the value in trolling fans sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I read Homestuck. I've built a lot of things on, like, trolling fans and making fun of the people who love my stuff.
Uh-huh. Shit. I'm going to say this in hopes that you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
But there was some form of show or book or movie or something where, like, the biggest question was, how did they do it, though? How did they do this thing? And they just, like, never actually... Oh, it was Sherlock. That's what it was.
I was just thinking, like, Sherlock, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cheap.
Yeah.
And, like...
Because they kept, like, dangling... That's the thing about Sherlock, is they just keep dangling, like, good plot points in front of your face, being like, wouldn't it be so great if we did this? Nope.
Like, for me, it was... and the difference between Rick and Morty and Sherlock is that, like, Rick and Morty is a comedy show above all. It's a very strong character show as well, but it's not about the drama of the characters. It's not like there isn't a mystery at the heart of a given episode of Rick and Morty. Usually just like every episode ends with everybody dying except for Rick and Morty, and sometimes even Rick and Morty die. Like that's just the way that show goes. Whereas like the whole thing about Sherlock is like the payoff is seeing the man behind the curtain, is seeing like how it's all done.
Yeah, like when Sherlock explains everything is literally that's the gimmick.
That's what it's all building towards.
It's a mystery show.
And then you get that whole like, oh, that's neat. That's cool. Why didn't I notice that before? And they totally didn't do that in the third series. They're just like, oh yeah, he survived, and we're not going to tell you how.
Yeah.
Like we'll tell you how, but we'll also strongly imply that it's a lie. And like that, I really did not like that.
Yeah, it kind of
graphical glitch on there.
Oh my god, Panty Shot!
It's just
Holy
like,
Hannah! That was like some... That was some
like
fucking, like,
that was like
fan
a street
service
prank where they, like, attach fishing line to a girl's skirt, just make it flip up on cue.
Yeah.
I hate that those things exist, by the way, but anyway.
I also am not a huge fan.
Dear God, my phone won't stop.
I
started shit on Twitter a while ago.
Jocelyn's just kind of been, I think Jocelyn's been bored lately because she's just been starting shit. I love it. It's so much fun because, like, if you have any like sense of like mood, you understand that Joss is just like shit posting. She's just being that way.
Like, you know, it is shit posting and it is trolling and it is like deliberately provoking a reaction. But everything I do has a point.
Yes.
Like it's not just random. I'm not just creating chaos. I'm not just watching the world burn. I'm illustrating something when I do this. And the specific event that we're talking about, I just went on Tumblr one day and I was just like, men are actually garbage. Sorry, I don't make the rules. And I put the hashtag feminism on it. And see, like, and that's how you know that it's a troll, is because nobody earnestly uses the hashtag feminism. All, like, feminists have realized the truth of the matter, which is that hashtag is monitored by people who are just, like, looking to start shit with feminists, right? And so I'm deliberately targeting these people by creating this very stupid, low-effort, incendiary, men are garbage, and, like, I'm just waiting. Just sit back and wait for someone to react. And like, yeah, okay, I am trolling, I am deliberately being a shit.
Yes.
But also, I'm making a point about, like, the fragility of it.
Yeah.
And this is, like, kind of the thing that I, like, posted about later, was that, like, we have all these jokes about how men are inferior to women. Women can't drive, or, sorry, all these jokes about how women are inferior to men. And, like, the common theme is that, oh, you know,
women are incompetent.
Women aren't as good of leaders. Women just PMS all the time. Like,
they aren't smart. They don't have emotional control.
Yeah. The jokes take a million different forms. And so I just go on there and just like, men are garbage. And that's what gets people's attention. That's the thing that everyone notices and is like, hold on a second, I'm a man and I'm not garbage.
The part that, like, bothered me the most about it is I think a lot about, like, emotional and intellectual labor and how, like, if you're in the defensive position, like, so often women are and feminists are and, like, minority groups that are oppressed in our society, etc., is that like it's always on you to teach them, to like convince them. So somebody was actually like, a lot of people were asking like, oh, why do you say that? Give me one good reason, source. And I literally Googled why are men garbage in Google search engine, and the third result was like a long, in-depth blog post about why women say that sort of thing, and about like the socio-political background and like climate and like just literally every answer they like. If I can Google the question you're asking and find out what it is within 3 results, like it means
Christ.
you're being late. Like you can have some internet and media literacy, everybody. It's a really important skill to learn, and you can't just expect people to take time out of their own lives to teach you everything.
Well, it's just like, and this was something else you kind of reminded me of, was like, there was another conversation I got into a few weeks ago. And I don't fully remember the context of it, but I like implied something about, you know, Trump's immigration policies being racist. And someone immediately jumps into my mentions and is like, prove that Donald Trump's racist. And I just like said, shut up. And I muted them. Like, I'm just not willing to even give you, like, if you don't know by now, like, there's nothing I could possibly say that would convince you.
Yeah.
So we're not having a conversation. Bye.
Yeah. Because you could, if you Googled, is Donald Trump a racist, I guarantee you would find all of the answers you could possibly want with all of the sources. The work's been done.
Yeah, absolutely.
So at that point, asking some random person who makes us like one comment to justify that entire point of view to you, I don't believe that people like that genuinely want an answer. I think that they want to make you shut up.
They're not. Yeah, it's not an honest engagement. It's just like a derailment tactic. It's all this thing like derailing for dummies. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, that is an excellent website. It like categorically lists all these different ways that like people tend to derail conversations about race, about sex, about gender, all these like troubling things, these tricky topics that invite a lot of controversy, and the pitfalls that come when you have, you know, white people and men and straight people and cis talking about these sorts of things, and like why this stuff is like really shitty to do. And so it's a cool resource, and I think so. Derailingfordummies.com. Everyone should read it.
I'm probably going to read it after this today.
Absolutely, I greatly encourage you to.
Because that is one of the things.
This is the 4th time we're seeing this particular cutscene.
God damn.
Not even counting like any time that we've accidentally had to do repeats of things. So now I'm shooting Sonic.
Oh, good. This again.
Oh no.
As if we were like. We're not following the storyline, but at the same time, I know exactly where the storyline is going. Well, I know what's happening.
The thing is that, like, at this point, we know how the story goes because we've seen it play out from 5 other perspectives.
Yup.
And yes, okay, pointless. It's new and interesting that we're kind of in the villain side of things now, but like as of right now, that stops being a thing. After this whole thing, we get our hearts melted by the pink hedgehog.
I love her though. She's like the Taya Gardner of Sonic.
What I like about this is that like this is the only version of this sequence of events where Gamma wins the fight against whoever.
Yeah.
which is always really funny to me.
Doesn't matter. Everything just plays out the same. Nothing in life matters. Wow, that got really dark. I apologize, everyone, if I'm sounding a little down right now. I definitely just had like minor caffeine overdose. I had to like sit down, eat a spoonful of peanut butter, have a couple glasses of water to like get my shit together. So be careful with your caffeine intake, everybody. Don't hurt yourselves.
And just generally with substances, you know, moderation is key.
Yes. So yeah.
Sorry, I actually like briefly got into this cutscene. You must be stopped at all costs.
All costs.
Oh lordy.
Yeah. I just like
we were talking about derailing and conversations about race.
Derailing.
So like, so every now and then I might say something on Twitter or Tumblr that like is deliberately provoking a reaction, but it's rhetorical. It's making a point. It is like illustrating something about life, and usually I'm just shouting to the wilderness, you know, yelling at a wall. But enough people, you know, are like, hey, this made me laugh, that I feel emboldened enough. Because, like, you sent me a text. You sent me a series of texts.
It was so
about
funny.
this whole thing. And then, like,
it was so
our friend
funny.
Emma did.
Yep.
Another one of our friends did as well. Like, I got enough reinforcement that I was just like, okay, this wasn't completely pointless.
It's kind of the same as, like, that particular page on Facebook that you troll sometimes.
Yeah, that's a thing. A community page that, like, often invites a lot of ignorant comments.
Yeah. Anyway, now that we are at that cutscene, I think
No, we're not.
We're not?
No.
God!
So now
I'm waiting for the cutscene to end so we can, like, end the episode. But, like, fuck.
But
we got stuck in cutscene
This is, like,
hell.
actually a unique one. This is, like, where Gamma has, like, the moment of clarity where he's like, oh, I am going to be good, and I'm going to free everybody else from the evil stuff. Now he's red.
Dr. Robotnik. Enemy. Master registration.
Yeah.
Deleted.
Sentience.
Series.
Friends.
Must save.
And his version of saving them is blowing them up.
Oh, that's dark.
Well, like, there's a thing behind that. Anyway,
Anyway.
we'll wrap up this episode. Until next time, I'm Jocelyn the Boss.
And I'm the bear.
Goodbye.
Bye.